The Philippine Coast Guard and the Armed Forces called the decreasing number of Chinese maritime militia vessels in the Julian Felipe Reef as victory. Over the weekend, the PCG reported over 100 vessels flocking to the area since November.
As of our last count, there are only 28. They are drastically reduced from a high of 135 Chinese militia vessels.
In a probe by the House Committee on the West Philippine Sea, some lawmakers questioned the seemingly slow response of authorities over the swarming.
So, 135 noong November 5 and 6, and then you reacted December 2. Don't you think late na yung reaction natin doon?
Ang deployment po ng Philippine Coast Guard at ng Armed Forces of the Philippines on a rotational basis. With the very limited assets that we have, just to emphasize, we only have 3 vessels in Palawan. And if you can just imagine how vast West Philippine Sea is, we cannot expect that the Philippine Coast Guard will be there 24/7. Are we going to celebrate this already with the 135 down to 28? I think so.
With the continuing tension in the West Philippine Sea, France is among countries consistently monitoring developments in the region. France is now working with the Philippines to strengthen maritime and defense cooperation. French Minister for the Armed Forces Sebastian Lecornu and Defense Chief Guibault Teodoro both agreed to start negotiations for a Status of Visiting Forces Agreement or SOVFA between Manila and Paris.
We will start as soon as possible, and I would say we are ready to start. Then the experience probably shows that this process can take time because you enter into very specific legal and also military details.
The government-to-government agreement could also cover possible joint patrols.
But we were ready to already. It will cover and can cover all the fields of strategic armed forces, Air Force, Navy, interoperability of systems, etc. We can do more.
The French ambassador clarifies strengthening military cooperation is not directed at any country. The evolving cooperation between France and the Philippines in terms of defense and security, what kind of message does it actually send to the rest of the region or in the Indo-Pacific region?
Well, thank you for recalling that indeed there is a political will to strengthen the bilateral relationship in the field of defense. It's kind of natural to be more concerned, and we are particularly concerned when there is a risk under international law.
France also hoped to officially start a defense mission and defense attaché service in Manila next year. Tristan Nodalo, CNN Philippines.